Welcome back, everybody, to another Bad Gas production. Today's episode is going to be all about the final push to get this Trans Am into the paint booth. Now, I know some other YouTubers rush through this part of the video because, frankly, it's probably boring to most, but we took a little extra time. The reason we did that is this is our first YouTube car, and we wanted it to be almost a show car finish. So, with that, today I'll go a little bit backwards and show you everything we did to get the car to the point where it is today, and then everything we're doing today to get this thing into the paint booth next week. So again, welcome. Share this with your friends, and by all means, drop some comments below because it really helps us out. Thanks for watching, folks. So I'm going to start every shop day like I always do, taking everything outside that's in the way. Hold on one sec. As you can see, the shop is kind of full. We're working out of a 30 by 24 shop, so really not enough room. Eventually we hope to upgrade, but that's a little ways down the road. So we'll start first with popping the old Mustang out of the way. This Mustang is carbureted, and it's fall here in Canada, so she'll take a little extra love to get started. Woohoo! Alright, well that was car number one. I'm going to shove a few things out of the way. Take my jack for a walk. Alright, the next one to go is the 300Z. It's got a stuck lifter, unfortunately. So it's going to be kind of tappy. That's something I'm working on fixing here in the next week or so. Almost ready, right? Body guys require so much room. Nah, I'm just kidding. Just try to get a few things out of the way. We've been doing bodywork on Saturdays here at the shop. So I'm glad this is kind of the last week for it, because everything we're doing here right now is something I've been doing every week, and after we're done, I have to clean everything. So anyways, this is the last of it for this car anyways. Those of you that live out of a small shop, I'm quite sure you can relate. How about I bring you guys in? Alright, I'm going to set you guys up right over here. Alright, boys and girls, there's the Trans Am. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring that car down. Alright, there she is on the ground. So today's episode is brought to you by Sandpaper and Hard Work. Now, who am I kidding? We don't have any sponsorship on this channel. Not yet, anyways. So I'm going to go backwards and show a bit of video. I'll cut some in here to show you what we've been up to. So as you can see, the car has a bit of color on it. Where did we start? Right. So we had this car pretty much stripped down to the metal, and we built it back up. And along the way, that means using lots of this in different grits. So the one I'm holding in this hand is 180 grit, and that's pretty much where this car sits today. And this one, 320. So that's the grit we're going to be blocking to today. So color is on because we did all the jams. We did inside the doors. I'll show you that. So as you can see, inside the door jams are all painted blue. They have 2 coats of base and 2 coats of clear on them. Same for inside the doors, down inside the jams, under the fenders, the tops of the fenders, and anywhere where a body part is going to go together on this car. Same around the trunk lid. And the reason we did that is because, well, to save a little bit of money, really. For us, we can do all the work here in the shop, and when we take it to the booth, a lot of this stuff being done means that it just goes a little bit faster. So the, I guess, more expensive way to do it takes more time versus to have everything all totally apart and paint everything separate and then put it all back together. So A, that's more time in the booth, and B, it means that you're fitting and finishing all your panels and lining everything up when it's already painted, which kind of scares me because, well, this isn't what I do for a full-time job. So long and short, I don't feel like I have that skill set. So we decided to paint all the jams, put it all together, spend the time last weekend to line everything up and make sure everything was perfect, gap-wise and so forth, fix anything that needed to be fixed, and then we'll go to the booth. And that's what today is all about, right? So give that a shut there. So you can see our you know, for gaps for this car are pretty decent. Honestly, they weren't that great from the factory, so we did our best to make it even and lined up. And with all of that done, today we'll be blocking to the 320 right here. It'll be our friend, and we'll probably sand some of this blue off as we block the car, make sure everything is straight and all the lines, like on the doors and whatnot, are perfect. So there's one more grit after that before it goes to paint, but essentially that'll happen at the paint booth. So I think it's 500, maybe don't quote me, but we'll correct that in the next video, no doubt, with the paint, with the place we're taking it to paint. But essentially, so today's 320, and then when it gets there, it'll get a final blocking at 500-ish or so before it goes into the booth. So enjoy. Again, please subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff, all the things all the other YouTubers say. For us, as you can see, we're a small shop, and unless you folks subscribe and share and try to get other people organically to watch, then we won't grow into one of them larger shops. And well, that's what we want to do. So hopefully you guys enjoy what you see and you can help support that. Thanks so much, guys. Oh, wait a second. I said there was big news and I didn't even talk about it. So 2 big developments here. One, as you can see, I'm sporting a brand new color hoodie. We have a whole line of new hoodies and t-shirts to share. We have hats and stickers. So give me a sec, I'll cut to some video of some of our models, showing them off. And right now we don't have our website set up for e-commerce, but the email address below here, and I'll also put it in the comments. If you hit us up on that email address, we can work out getting you a quote for shipping and for the merch itself. And probably have enough to support easily 200-300 people buying. So jump on and grab some of these high quality, limited number shirts. All right, guys. I was kidding about having actual models. You know, this show doesn't have that budget. So Dalen's showing basically our inventory. So we have a few of the original gray hoodies left. I think there's only 3 of those left. Next up is the new blue color that I was wearing in the video. Woot woot. Awesome, nice, pal, some nice. Coming forward there, we have some men's and women's tank tops. So that one is the men's tank. All right, next up we have the women's tank, which is a slightly different design. Ooh, orange shirts. Have all kinds of orange shirts. Next up are the orange hoodies. Boys and girls, wear these to the pub. All the ladies will find you. All right, last but not least, tons and tons of black shirts. Same design, different color. Nice. And in one last cubby there, we have a couple limited edition Bad Gas hats left in small. You want to show those, Dalen? Nice. And last but not least, we have Bad Gas decals. So if you're interested in these, again, drop a note to the email address below, and quite soon we'll have our website up so you can actually direct purchase merch online. Thanks, folks. So this should give you an idea of where we started. You can see some bare metal there, a bit of body filler and whatnot. So we had this car down to the bare metal and started building her back up. So here we are starting to spray the door jambs and other bits of the car with base coat blue. So here's the beginning of spraying 2 coats of clear over the 2 coats of base that we put down. Alright guys, so this is coat 2 of the clear coat. Unfortunately, we ran out of base, So we couldn't do everything we wanted to do today, but we managed to get the door jambs done on both sides. The doors, as you can see, the fenders I showed you there. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough to do the trunk lid area, so we'll catch that next time. But there you go. Showing you that part's done. So that's 2 coats of base and, well, a coat of epoxy, 2 coats of base, and 2 coats of clear. All right, guys, a little update. You can see all the blue painted panels behind me and the Trans Am back there with all the jams done. So I skipped a little bit in the middle, but in the last few shots there, you saw us blowing the blue on. So that was essentially just to get all the jams and the mating surfaces done, door jams, the parts that are going to be more difficult to paint when the car is assembled. So our task here next is to put all of this on, all this stuff, the 2 doors in the back, the 2 fenders, inner fenders over there, they're just sitting there. So all that stuff needs to get bolted back together. Somewhere around here there's a trunk and a hood as well. And we'll get this thing ready to go out to the booth to get painted finally. Alrighty guys, it's actually the next day here. You can see I have all the cars out here behind me. Yes, I actually have issues. Good issues though. So being it's the next day, today's a Bodywork day, let me take you into the bad gas shop and I'll show you what we're up to. What are you fine gentlemen doing over here?
Having fun. Talking about the truck. You having fun or what?
Always funny. Always having fun.
Did you put your tongue in?
Did.
Here's your tongue.
Look at these things. All rocker guarded on the inside.
Who done this? Who put this on here?
That'd be me.
Hey!
The guy with the thumbs. You were busy. Rocker guarding everything. Rocker and everything on the inside.
Yeah, I did the inside.
Add some extra weight, but it makes it a little.
Did the insides here, did the insides there. And I painted these last night.
Tighten up all the way, eh? Yeah. That might be a little too.
Oh, hey YouTube. Taking the damn thing apart again tonight.
Don't like it.
Yeah. No, we have all kinds of work to do. I think in last week's video you saw that we modified these. So everything needs to come apart so it can get TIG welded. And we have a few final things to do under here to get this thing ready to go to the paint booth. So we're trucking ahead with that tonight.
Vroom, vroom.
This is how you build a car. Yeah, take it apart, put it together. Take it apart, put it together, take it apart.
Times.
So these guys in here installing the transmission cooler.
Peel and stick. Peel and stick.
Peel and stick.
Today's been at it for 10 minutes now.
It's difficult.
We had to stop recording. Because I kept cussing too much apparently.
No swearing on YouTube.
Don't swear. Where? Oh, seriously. I watch YouTube stuff all the time like that.
Yeah, Just if you swear too much, you don't make money.
Yeah.
They just demonetize it.
Demonetize it. Demonetize it. Give the money for that video. You happy now?
No.
There's the big hole.
Rod likes Teddy Ruxpin. He's been singing Teddy Ruxpin all night.
Who is it?
That's a teddy bear, dude.
No, I know. It's not the same one.
My other brother.
Whoa.
Is that? Cabbage Patch
Your brother had a Cabbage Patch Kid?
Kid. The guy with the yellow Audi at my house.
What? Why?
Yeah, let's talk about this.
Let's talk about this because some.
Oh, Jay, we're not up in the. Are we up in this? Yeah, we're up in.
Wait, I'm back to this. Your brother had a Cabbage Patch Kid?
Someone bought it for him for Christmas.
And he just, like, was little? How old was he?
10. Maybe. Yeah, probably younger. Probably
Betcha.
7 or 8.
I bet you he wouldn't want the whole world to know that. Can I put that on YouTube?
No.
Who cares?
He knows he
went for it. He knows he had it. He's because it was over 2 furlongs back. He's
Embarrassed?
pretty confident with his life.
So you wouldn't care?
The best
Is
thing.
it there?
Fuck.
Oh yeah, I think it was good.
It's not up in the shop.
Who's Jonathan?
It's not up either.
Dude, I would send that guy a Cabbage Patch Kid for Christmas.
I can remember.
All the way to wherever it is he is.
You know,
Taiwan,
you know how
wherever he
when,
is.
when your kid's in the car and it's always the older kid that gets in trouble if there's a fight.
Yes.
No, it's not anyway.
What?
It's not right.
Yeah, that's cockeyed.
But he needed.
That's too tight. There you go.
So
Were you putting lock washers on that?
I just gave you 2 lock washers.
that's what he said.
No, let's put these on. We got one.
There was one on one of the bolts. There you go.
That's awesome.
I wonder if he would always pick because he knew I would get in trouble, right?
Yeah. You would get in trouble?
I would get in trouble. I would get yelled at.
You're the oldest, because you clearly did.
Do you remember what Cabbage Patch Kid dolls were like?
Oh, yeah.
Big Jesus hard head, right? But stop.
Beat him with it?
Doll? No, he would beat me with it. We'd be in the car and I'd be like, listen to my Walkman or something, and he'd be like, bang! What the?
We don't get longer bolt.
So, I went and grabbed it from him as we were driving down the highway at 120 miles an hour, and I threw it out the window.
Longer bolts.
Oh, then
Lock washer won't take it.
Well, you put in the log tape then.
Starts there.
okay. How about I just give you love tape? All right, guys. So we had an issue with the brake line and kind of where it was in relation to the header. So we took it off
Stop moving.
and we changed it. So we had to basically remove the 2 lines, remake them, which means we have to rebuild the car. And as you can see, the guy that showed up late and didn't bring coffees for anybody decided he'd take the laziest job of the evening. He's gonna sit there and pump the brake.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Go figure.
You push it down. Push it down really slow.
Go figure.
Bodywork.
All right, boys, now that Andrew's up there, let's go to the pub and have a few
Yeah. See you, Andrew.
Bye, Andrew.
Screw that guy.
Yeah. That's not a family show.
I don't think we're a family show.
No weed air.
Yep, I need air.
Turn it on.
Yep.
Do I push the switch?
No, the switch is all fixed.
So, Mark, tell me what you're doing.
We're gonna bleed the brakes
always lead starting at the furthest away wheel. So back passenger side, we're gonna use an air bleeder.
Okay.
This thing will hang maybe right there, let's say.
Ooh, that's sexy.
Jason's gonna hook the air up to her. She's gonna hang. And
That's deep.
bonk.
That's deep, Jay.
I'm gonna try to release the line. I got the catch in my hand.
Don't do that. Oh, you guys are right close.
Don't push the brake pedal on me.
Soon. Sound effects brought to you by Andrew.
It's already leaking.
Good.
Okay. You sealed the master though, didn't you? May not work. Alright, boys and girls, so as you saw, we use the air bleeder. I mean, everybody probably has a way to do this, but our way is to use the air bleeder to pull some of the initial fluid through, by always using a person in the car to pump the brakes, kind of the old school way. But we usually do that just to wrap things up. So you can grab your bleed too, it's just the way we do it quicker.
Yeah,
Yes. Push her down.
it's basically Andrew's in the car
Let her up.
following directions.
Push down.
Wow. Great job too, by the
Let her up. Push her down. Let her up. Push her down.
Oh.
Okay, hold it.
So the idea here, folks, is to get all the air out of the lines. Since we cracked them up at the master, we got to push all that air all the way back through.
Pump it a few times.
Yeah.
Hold it. Yeah. Oh, down my arm. Pump it up. Keep going. So tonight, what did we do? We took the hot side off.
Took her all right.
Laying on the floor over there. That's got to be finished tigged.
Then the transition.
Tranny cooler's
Tranny
in.
cooler.
Mounted tight. Everything's tight. Good to go. What else did we do?
Split the brakes.
Split the brakes.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew sat in the car for a little while. Came out, sat in the car. Didn't bring coffee.
Drank my tea. It was good.
No coffee for anybody.
No.
Rude.
We just went around and checked a few things before we
Yeah.
move forward.
Had all kinds of new ideas for stuff that's going to take longer. So yeah.
Great night.
Building cars never ends.
Yeah.
Finish sanding next. Then paint.
Wax on, wax off.
Dude, what are you doing?
I was blocked. I was cleaning it and went off.
First time in a long time.
Oh, it went off early today.
Trans Am on the lawn.
That's right.
So if you can't tell, the Bad Gas crew likes to horse around. And, that's a big part of why we do this. We're all good buddies, and spending time like this, enjoying what we're doing and enjoying each other's company is what it's all about. You know your head is sticking right out of the roof? Nice. Hi, Jason. Jesus. First drive ever.
there's no cars come for it, I shoot it in the middle of the road.
Yeah. You're gonna go, okay. Did you run out of fuel, sir?
We stall.
All right, boys and girls of YouTube, so here's where we made it today. I'd say we have about half of the car blocked to 320. So we're gonna do the bottom here. We'll hit this with a feather edger, probably last, but and the bottom of the door here isn't done, but unfortunately I have the car way up in the air there because it's time to put things away, but essentially from the tape line up and over the whole car is blocked to 320. And we'll do the other side of the car tomorrow night, and we'll come down here through. I say we, I'm just helping. Really, I'm just company. That's all the body guy doing that. I'm just hanging out while he does it. But anyways, thanks for watching, folks. And we'll be at this for the rest of the week here, and this thing will be off to the paint booth, finally.